Whoa, Santa, what you doing there, buddy? Okay, so I'm going to try to keep this video a little bit short since I don't have that much to say about this, but I still usually do reviews on prototypes, so I decided to do it on this too. I will have a timestamp in the description and the pinned comment if you don't want to listen to me yapping about this thing. But if you didn't know, this I got this from Grandstand it was a few months ago actually. It was over the summer, I think, still. So I've had this for a little while, and I'm probably going to be trading it soon. I already have like a deal worked out, so don't ask for it. But yeah, there is a video of this up already, but it's from Grandstand herself, so it's not the greatest video, and I have some other things to add about it as well, and I will show some better clips of it, or shots of around it, or you know what I mean. I'm recording this at 3 in the morning, so it is a little, I am a little tired. Anyways, the one thing that I don't think many people realized about this, and I actually didn't realize at first until someone else pointed it out to me, is that this is actually supposed to be like a wine cozy, or it like goes around a wine bottle, and unfortunately I don't have a wine bottle, but I do happen to be addicted to coffee, so I actually put a bottle of coffee creamer inside of it, but it wasn't tall enough for you to be able to see the top of it, so I put half a Coke bottle on top of that. If I was keeping this, I'd probably eventually get an actual empty wine bottle and just throw it in there, because that would look a lot better, but I feel like this is really tall. Like, I mean, if this, like, a normal Coke bottle just not cutting on top of a creamer would go, like, here. So I feel like you're still only gonna see, like, top of it anyway, but, yeah. When I first got this, I thought it was kind of dumb, but it is a really cool idea, and it has grown on me a lot, so, yeah. So anyways, when Grandstand had this, she said that it only worked when the screw was in the battery compartment, which is really weird, and I kind of believe that there was a reason for that too, because there was some weird, like, it literally looked like a chunk of solder wrapped in a circle with an end inside of the screw holder, but when I got it, that just fell right out, and I also kind of lost the screw to the battery compartment. So I was hoping that wasn't actually necessary. I obviously could have fixed it either way, but or I would have found the screw, but that wasn't the case at all. There were a few small issues that it had. For one, there was just a loose wire in the battery compartment, which was pretty much, like, it was entirely off when I got it, so I don't know how it worked for her, and I also don't know how she came to the conclusion that it needed to have the screw in, because that just, I don't know how that would have been the case. And then it worked for a while, but then I took the ROM out because I threw it in another prototype just for fun, because I was taking the ROM out of that prototype to send it to someone, and then when I put it back on, I noticed a few other things on it, and it also just so happened to not work anymore when I put batteries back in it. So I was like, oh, okay. So the issues it had, there's a tiny little bit of corrosion on the EEPROM, and also the wires for the battery wires on the EEPROM, they were like so loose, and they weren't even like coming loose, it's just how they were soldered on. There was like a good like millimeter of just copper wire that was just kind of left there, and it was so close to touching other parts of the board, and I'm pretty sure it was, and it was shorted out, and that's why it wasn't working when I put batteries back in it. So I just cleaned up the whole board a little bit. I resoldered those wires back on, and it works great now. So I will spin it around a little bit here. You can see the bottom of it is actually flat because it's supposed to have a wine glass on inside of it, and this also can be tightened to go around the top. Actually, I should have done that before. But yeah, these are its feet. A little bit weird pattern. I will also take this out. You can see my coffee creamer in there. Here it is, right side up. Looks a little bit weird like that. Mouth underneath. Here's the button pad. It's a little creased, but it still looks really good. And then in here is where the batteries go. And this is the box for it. You can see, like, it looks like there might have been a sticker on there at some point. And unfortunately, there's not an item number anywhere to be seen on this. These are the batteries. It's a switch to turn it off completely. Oh, that was a weird click. Okay. And then there's this. And this is, I don't think it's resin, but it's, like, you can see it's cut up here. Like, they cut this really weird. And then in here, and it just feels so prototypey inside, even though there's literally just a speaker. Like, this is, look at how all this is cut. And I know these, the shaft holders, or the screw holders, were actually, like, a little bit snapped too, but it's just so bizarre how this is all thrown together. And this barely even fits on here. Like, it literally doesn't go all the way down. I'll put that there so I don't lose it. Then the EEPROM is just kind of sticking out here. I unwrapped the original tape because the ROM will be taken out soon when the new owner gets it, to have the files pulled off of it. That way, if anything ever happens to it, a new ROM can be burned and it could be fixed. So, yeah, I don't think I have much more to say about this. So, I guess without further ado, I will play it for you. And if you didn't already know, it literally just plays audio. Haha. I was about to solder the wires on, and I just realized this is just a piece of shrink tube. They never, or heat shrink, whatever you want to call it, they never heat it up, so it's just kind of there, and that's why this came off so easily. I wonder if that one's shrunken down too. Huh. But yeah, that should have been over these two wires where they soldered them together. Weird. And I guess I'll also flip them upside down and play them. But I don't really know why, but why not? And one last thing is, this is the inside of it. You can kind of use it as a puppet too. So, yeah. There he is, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.